Hey everyone, this is my 1991 Dodge Ram or Dodge D150. My dad bought the truck around 1993. I was 5 years old. He gave it to me whenever I was 16, around 2003. And it's been a great truck. It has a lot of years of service so far and a lot of years of service left. But just a little look at the truck. The original color is blue. You can see it right there between the grill and the bumper. That's actually a repaint. I said original. The original color is blue. That's not the original color. That's actually a Jeep blue. It's more of a medium blue with a bit more metallic. The factory color is inside. Interior's it's been used, definitely, but it's held up, especially the dash on top. I mean, this thing sat in the sun outside for the last 21 years and still not a crack on the top of the dash. The original color is back here. It's tough to see with the lighting. I have pretty poor lighting, but this is more of a dark blue, a royal blue. Really nice. Of course, having problems with the window switches, and I found some replacement armrests, because everybody who uses these trucks at all knows that the electronics aren't the best, and those armrests like to come off. Been rear-ended 4 times, and this is the state of the bumper. It's not too bad. You probably can't really tell that much, but you know, that's the worst of the damage right there. That was from a parking lot. Somebody else had a hit and run right here. Somebody hit me and didn't leave a note or anything, of course. That's okay. At least it's still in primer and it didn't get the body line. It's got a little spot right there where the fender flares, the factory fender flares, I think I rubbed up against a trash can. So I don't know. I might have to replace the bed. Might make it a short bed. Who knows? I don't know. But the tire size, I have a lot of people that ask me about the tire size. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a 255/70 on a 15-inch wheel. It fills up the front wheel well real nice. But the back, I'd like to fill up the back a little bit. You can see I've still got quite a bit of fender left. But, you know, that's just personal preference. I guess you're wondering about the engine. Pardon the garbage in the seat. I did this with a Sharpie. I riced out my truck. I don't know if you, yeah, there we go. Little Mopar logo. Why not? That's what's cool about primer, you know, you can draw on your truck and it doesn't matter. When I had paint on this thing, I practically washed the paint off. So it's a nice change. There we go. I think it's dirty as hell under here, but I've had a lot of people tell me it's clean, whatever. The people who rebuilt the engine spray bombed black, which is kind of a Chevrolet thing. It's not really a Mopar thing. Everybody knows Chryslers are color matched under the hood, but that'll be fixed in due time. Got a bit of a coolant leak. Overheated. That was my fault, not the truck's fault. But I didn't have the correct mixture and it froze up on me last winter, but still runs fine. And just you have to put coolant in it. You have to watch it. I need to get an oil catch can. As you can see, I've got some oil buildup through the PCV, and I don't want that getting into my air cleaner housing at all. oil catch cans are a really great idea. They're only about $70. That's not bad. It's a 5.2 liter, 318, throttle body injected, factory about 170 horsepower. Right now, I'd say mine's probably got about 140. Nothing crazy, it's not fast, but it moves the weight of the truck and it pulls well. So I'm happy. I'd like to put a 5.7 Hemi in it someday, but we'll see. As far as the reliability of the truck, I honestly can't remember when I went out to it in the morning and it didn't start up for me. It was my dad's truck for about 10 years. He had the transmission rebuilt, and I think that's just because of people being ignorant to Chrysler transmissions and using Dexron fluid versus ATF. I'm having a few issues with the transmission, but I think that's the same thing way back when I didn't know or wasn't as familiar with how eccentric Mopar can be. I think I might have put the wrong fluid in there or overfilled it back whenever I was maybe 20, 21. But as long as I don't go on the highway, it's fine for getting around town. It's perfect. I guess you can hear it now too. Been rambling on for 7 minutes. It's got just garbage exhaust right now. I cut the catalytic converters off when I was in high school like an idiot. Now it runs pig rich. But it's 2 Flowmaster Super 40s cut off right before the cab. Whenever I redo the exhaust, I'm definitely, right now it's dumped about here, and I definitely want it at least here before the rear axle, maybe even up behind the rear axle, and dumped here. But for now, that's what I got. Oh, well, it's the side with the gas tank. There's the mufflers on the other side of the drive shaft over there. You can see where I cut the catalytic converters off. Those definitely need to go back on. The reason you want catalytic converters is, well, that's basically what it makes your engine not smell like gas all the time, first of all, because ever since I cut the cats off, it reeks of gasoline, and you don't want that if it's a fuel injected vehicle like this one. It's not, your passengers don't appreciate it, and you smell like gas. And then also, your O2 sensors, you want to make sure that you keep them happy, that those are good, because that's what monitors your air fuel mixture and make sure that everything is not too lean and not too rich. If you cut your catalytic converters off and you screw up your O2 sensor reading, it's just going to have you stuck in open loop, and you're going to be getting pretty much the worst mileage possible. So that doesn't sound like a very good idea, does it? Thinking about dropping the back of the truck 2 inches to level it out a bit. Sounds okay. Sounds meaner than it really is. But it's kind of the idea with Flowmasters, no offense everybody. They do sound great.